Kia Evans Hayes, once a maid and now the visionary founder of the Evans Foundation for Women in Service Professions, stands beneath chandeliers as morning sunlight paints her world gold, declaring that her mission has grown from helping 5 girls to funding 30, dreaming of 100 next year. Applause fills the air while Donovan Hayes, her husband, watches from the back, pride in his eyes as their son Zion whispers that his mother is famous now, unaware that destiny waits just outside the gate where a woman in a red jumpsuit, Immani Bellamy, stands with a small girl clutching a plush unicorn, the child's storm-gray eyes mirroring Donovan's own. And as Immani smiles with deliberate calm and says, "This is Noel. She's yours." The day that began with triumph turns heavy with silence. Rain follows that night as Kia confronts Donovan about the letter Immani swore she had sent. He never received it, he says, and vows to take a test immediately. 2 days pass in tense quiet, until Mrs. Whitmore, the loyal housekeeper, discovers an old water-stained envelope hidden in the library, Immani's original message confessing her pregnancy, and leaving Donovan the choice he never got to make. The DNA results arrive showing 0 probability of paternity, and the relief is cold, not sweet. Immani leaves with quiet defeat while Kia and Donovan remain, still together but scarred. Weeks later, at 1:14 a.m., a phone call rouses Kia. Immani has collapsed and listed Kia as her emergency contact. Without hesitation, Kia drives through the night, robe untied, hair loose, and in the hospital she holds trembling little Noel while signing surgical consent papers. Donovan arrives furious that she left alone, but softens when he sees the child safe in her arms. Cameras catch her kindness. Soon the internet mocks her as the maid who ran back to service, until she flips the story by facing the world in her old housekeeping uniform, declaring that honest work fed her family and that compassion is not weakness. Her speech, "If my past disqualifies me, let the men in glass towers step down for never touching the ground," ignites a global rallying cry under the hashtag #YemKia. And in turning mockery into movement, she becomes a symbol beyond the boardroom. Yet power draws enemies. Hayes Corp rival Randall Marks pushes to install her as interim CEO, expecting division, but Kia accepts on her own terms, keeping Donovan's authority intact and leading for 60 days with calm precision. When Randall resurrects an old debunked audit to smear her, Kia arrives at the emergency board meeting, armed with proof and with Donovan by her side, exposing Randall's offshore embezzlement through RM Holdings. The board votes him out. Integrity wins and love tested in glass towers holds. Then a new envelope appears, Immani's handwriting again, revealing that a second DNA test proves Donovan truly is Noel's father, and that the girl may need a blood donor for a rare condition. Kia and Donovan fly to Baltimore, where Immani's small house smells of medicine and hope. Another test confirms the truth. Noel is his child, their child now. And Kia's voice steadies as she says, "She didn't lie. She just existed." They bring Noel home where Belle, their friend, prepares a room glowing with fairy lights. Zion offers toy trucks, Noel offers dolls, and laughter replaces questions. Immani, humbled, later returns soaked from the rain with guardianship papers granting custody to Kia and Donovan as she leaves for humanitarian work in Nairobi. "She's safe here," she says through tears, "and I need to rebuild." Kia takes her hand and promises to keep Noel's world whole. That night, Noel draws a family, Dad, Mom, Zion, herself, and in the sky, an angel mother who helps other people now. Peace seems possible until one morning Kia collapses in the kitchen, seized by pain. Paramedics rush her to the hospital with a diagnosis of severe preeclampsia. Donovan signs the emergency consent, whispering, "Save them both." At 11:43 p.m., a cry fills the room. Their son, Malachi Justice Hayes arrives premature but strong, while Kia's heart stops and then, after desperate shocks, beats again. The next morning she cradles the newborn and tells Donovan, "Justice survived injustice." Their children visit. Noel asks, "Am I still your forever?" And Kia replies, "I don't have favorites. Only forevers." 60 days later, Kia calls the board to session, restores Donovan as CEO, and builds safeguards for transparency and community funding, proving that leadership means service, not control. Cameras ask if she feels victorious. She answers, "We don't build towers to hide in them. We build them to shelter people," before walking away hand in hand with her husband. That evening their backyard glows with fairy lights. Belle frying plantains, Zion hanging stars, Noel tying ribbons to hibiscus, DJ sleeping with tiny fists, and baby Malachi curled against Kia's heart. From Nairobi, Immani calls to see the rainbow painting Noel made. The little girl says proudly, "My forever mommy says I'm brave." And Immani smiles, "Your forever mommy is right." Later, when the house is quiet, Donovan asks if they are truly okay. Kia answers, "We are, but okay never means easy." And he nods because he knows now that easy never built a home. As she pauses on the staircase, looking over the rooms filled with life and laughter, Kia smiles the private smile of a woman who began with a mop and now carries a map, knowing that work built her, love tested her, and truth crowned her. A red jumpsuit at a gate became a child at her breakfast table. A smear became a movement. A boardroom storm became better rules, and a crisis gave them a son named Justice. The season closes not with glitter but with a family choosing each other again and again, on quiet weekdays, when no one claps, and the story leaves its lesson for every worker studying after a shift or paying bills with the last of their courage. You are not small, you are already rising.